The easiest stretch is to stretch down from the shoulder towards the heel. So that's one stretch. Another really good stretch for the sternocleidomastoid is the cross stretch. And so one hand is underneath the neck, supporting the neck, and also slightly twisting the head away. This other hand is crossing over that hand and pushing in the opposite direction. So my right hand is going in that direction, my left hand is going in this direction. And that really stretches the sternocleidomastoid. And then you can, if you want to, just massage into that muscle as well after you've stretched it and sustain the stretch. And then maybe you can repeat that also. So stretch, sustain it, and then release, and then massage a little bit into that area. You can also fingertip massage, fingertip frictions into this part of the back of the neck as well. This is where the trapezius inserts and also the erector spinae. And then you've also got the neck muscles as well. So there's a lot going on in this area. Lots of people are very tight in this part of the neck. So you can really soften that whole area and massage then into the occipital ridge also. Don't forget, you need to do that on the opposite side. Any work you're doing on one side, do also on the opposite side. When you've finished the neck stretches and all the massage into that part of the neck, if you just lift the neck up and put your fingertips into those little notches in the bone, gallbladder 12, gallbladder 20, and bladder 10. And you can do that on both sides of the neck. Just hold that just for a moment. And then you can stretch the neck by lifting the head. So you can just literally lift the head to a point where it feels that it's comfortable for you as a giver and also enough of a stretch for the receiver. Sustain and hold that for about 8 to 10 seconds, and then very, very, very slowly bring that back down onto the little pillow. Okay, and then you're ready to do the acupressure facial, but make sure that your client is covered up so that when you do the facial work, the shoulders are covered up and the client's nice and warm. Okay, so you can just use a tiny drop of oil for this. I've got some grapefruit oil, that's all you need. Just a tiny drop, one drop on your fingertip. And once you've cleared all the hair away and you're ready to start, you can start on a point between the eyebrows. This point is called yin tang. You can then press up through the forehead. I use my second finger, actually middle finger, for this technique. So about 1 centimetre at a time through the forehead. Then you go to bladder 2 at the medial aspect of the eyebrows and press again 1 centimetre at a time through the forehead. Go into the hairline because the frontal bone finishes around here, actually behind the hairline. In the middle of the eyebrows there's a little notch in this part of the bone. You can then pressure point up through the forehead. Go back to bladder 2 and then start working along the whole of the bony ridge of the upper orbit of the eye. So this point is bladder 2, the medial edge of the eyebrow, pressing along the whole ridge with 1 or 2 fingers to a point called triple heater 23 at the end of the eyebrow, the lateral aspect of the eyebrow. From there you can massage into the temples. Just really gently and slowly massage into the temples with your fingertips. Also there's a point in the middle of the temple as well, which you can just hold really gently, both sides of the face. Back to bladder 2, circle round the whole orbit of the eye. You can emphasize the brow again if you want to, going through this part of the face. Another nice technique is just kind of walking with your fingers, either one finger after another, at the lateral aspect of the eye. From the bridge of the nose, you can come down through the whole of the cheek, zygomatic bone, with circular movements along that lower orbit of the eye, or with pressure points. Either is fine. It doesn't really, find out which your client likes best. You can do these little circular movements across the bone, or you can do pressure points across the bone, going right out towards the sides of the face. And try and do that technique right the way through the whole of the cheek in 3 sections. One on the lower orbit of the eye, one to the middle of the cheek, and one underneath the zygomatic ridge. Off the flare of the nostril there is a point called large intestine 20. It's called welcome fragrance. It's a really brilliant point for working any kind of sinus or congestion in that part of the face. Off the angle of the mandible, here, there's an angle to here to the mandible, just about a thumb width in from the angle of the mandible is another point, stomach 6, which is a really brilliant point for tension in the jaw, any kind of tension or tightness in the jaw. That then leads you to working on the ears. You can work from the inside of the ear right around the whole of the earlobe. It's a good idea to get your clients to take their earrings out. To finish, you can hold your hands over the ears, just for a sort of 30 seconds to a minute. And then after that, you're ready to start on the scalp massage. So again, just get your fingers into a comfortable position on the occipital ridge. You can press into those pressure points again, and then start long, slow finger frictions into the scalp, moving the skin against the bone. You can finish off with balancing chakras, or you can finish off with pressure points through the top of the head, or you can actually just finish on the ears. That's also fine. Try and make sure that you do this kind of face work, this kind of end of the treatment work, sitting down. And it's a really great time for you as a therapist just to relax into your treatment and really, you've done a lot of hard work, you've done all the back treatment, you've done the whole of the body, and it's a good time for you also to sit and just relax and really enjoy working the head, and try and get really comfortable and confident with working with this part of the anatomy. Work on the head is really deeply relaxing for your clients, and working on pressure points is particularly releasing and calming, and will be just a fantastic way to finish off the treatment. Thank you.